Alright guys, welcome to my little comp simulation just before state titles. I decided that I would pick 5 blocks and just have 4 minutes on each of them. We're just gonna get right in here, no intro. I'd planned to talk to the camera and stuff during this comp sim, but it was hailing like nothing else and raining like nothing else outside, so couldn't hear anything. Anyway, so the first one I selected that we're looking here is the comp block that we have upstairs at Portside O'Connor, and these ones are ungraded. Here, oh, I'm off. So this one is ungraded, and so I didn't really know what it was, but it's very aesthetic, looked really compy, so I decided that would be my first one. I obviously warmed up. So the bottom holds are really juggy, and then that move that I just did there, flicking out to the volume, is pretty hard. Those volumes just have a tiny crack. You've got the Axis sloper. This move is a bit go-y. And then you're not standing on much. This move is just I had no idea what to do. There's only a little spare crack, the blocks volumes there, they're blocks, so you're basically holding a crimp, and then the last hold is not good, and I try to get my foot up to make this secure, and it slipped. So that is 2 attempts down of what is a pretty hard boulder, which I found out afterwards V7, which I thought it was as I was doing it. So here we go, 3rd attempt. Yeah, as I was saying, this move, pressing out there, oh, you're just bandering out to the right with everything. I think my core kind of helps me there. That move's fine. That right hand is the best one on the whole climb. Here we go again. So I've decided to match and switch my grip here on this triangle, which is not the beta, but it's beta I made up for myself. And then I'm pacing my feet. The foot's bad. This time I go again. I'm I'll try to put the foot up again and create some more tension. It just felt like I was going to fly, and I did, and then I figured I could just stab my foot on the wall. So 3rd go done. I think it was just on the timer as well. So moving on, the second, now this one's graded, all the rest are graded. So this is a V6 pocket, so I've had my 4 minutes rest. I've read the boulder, and I guess all these pockets are pretty bad. 2 or 3 fingers at a time, a lot of tension. That one's the worst. So I've got my hand, I think it's that one, or is the next one? I'm pretty sure it's that one. So this move is a bit stabby, but the left pocket there was really good, so that's why I jumped to it. And then this one's terrible, a really shallow 2-finger pocket, but the next one is quite good again, so that's why I'm able to cut my feet. And then I just made a decision to go straight to the top because the other one just seemed really irrelevant. So that was a V6 flash, and myself a nice 4-minute rest. Oh, longer than that because I flashed it real quick. So moving on, X-Gold. I picked this because it's super comp looking. You guys probably know this hold. Everyone has those telephones. It's the weirdest one to grab onto. This hold is just shocking. Slightly overhanging wall, and this hold is just bad. I'm not good on slopers like this. So I'm oh, I've got to get off this. Look at me adjusting, trying to find a better part of the hold. That's the worst thing to do, guys. The hold's not going to get any better, just go. And I literally just gave up because I was pumped. So second go here, I've decided I would just go. And as you can see, I kind of looked in surprise as I grabbed the next hold and realized that was a little bit better. So the right move it's meant to feel insecure, and you're just meant to go. So I just made a decision here that I would, as soon as I kind of landed, I would go, there you go, swing the foot over, and that's done. So that hat's decent, I guess. The last hole's real bad, but the foot's kind of helpful for that. So that was in 3 shots, and that really should have been a flash. I was a little bit angry. So moving on, another compy V5. Axis holds. These are all the slopey ones, not the juggy ones. That was a really dumb decision not to put my foot up high. I was grumpy with that because that was a lost flash. I should flash V5s, but I made a beta error. Happens to all of us. So there you go. Feet up, keeps the hips nice and in. The holds aren't good. This is a hard 5, I would say. Bit of a sandbag. And those crimps are terrible. The last hold is, as you can see, the juggy version, I believe, of the Axis ones. But the foot, I can no longer reach the foot, and it's not juggy enough to like dangle, so I'm like, shit, where does my foot go? Eventually flag under, and there you go. So the final one, I had to throw a little really scary slab in there. You know, every comp gets a scary slab. So here we go, V5, weird. It's not even a slab, it's an overhang. So it starts as an overhang, it turns into a slab. Terrible. These are terrible, these hands. I don't know what else to say about it. And I've gone the wrong way. For some reason I thought I was going out right, and then I realised that there was decent holds out left, so great reading, Anna. Luckily I was feeling pretty okay on these crimps and was able to reverse the motion. And then I almost considered skipping this right hand hold and going to the second to last hold, and that would have been a terrible, terrible idea, because as I hit that with my left hand I realised how poor that was, and if I was going to go up and gassed on that I would have lost my flash, and you kind of have to bump through. So that was it. I managed to do 5 tops out of my 5 boulders in 10 attempts. So, and I think I think the attempts on the orange and the red were wasted attempts, and I could have concentrated a bit more. But I was really stoked to do the compy block and happy to flash the 6 and the green. So yeah, that is how I kind of prepare for a state title. So I just give myself a little comp sim on some boulders that I've never seen before, and make sure I give myself that 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off, just like a final on site. No beta, no one there to help me. And yeah, so the comp is on Saturday and I'm feeling pretty good, and we'll keep you updated with how I go. Thanks for watching. Bye.